Welcome to this commentary. This is from the Dreamhack Summer Tournament 2011, and we have game 1 between RGI Fury versus Liquid Huk. Okay, some chatting between the two players. I will leave it at that. I hope that was a joke. Anyway, the Terran that we are seeing here, the red Terran, is Fury. He is spawning in the 8 o'clock position here on Metalopolis, and in the approximately 6 o'clock position we have Liquid Huk spawning as the blue Protoss player. And as we can see, this is played out on Metalopolis, the TSL3 version of Metalopolis, I've been told. Huk is scouting, and is scouting the right base right away with his probe, getting into a discussion with this SCV, and leaves the argument at that and is trying to get away from that SCV. That was quite fast to start harassing the scouting probe. We can see that the barracks is getting built, and after that I guess we will soon see an orbital command. And the switch, the tag team of SCVs is continuing to harass this probe as it is scouting the base, seeing this refinery getting up. This is a complete standard build for the Terran player. In the Protoss camp we have the normal build, and this SCV is just hanging around, taking a smoke, watching things as they are being warped in. We have a pylon, we have a gateway soon finished, and we have an assimilator. So it's no surprise here, there comes the cybernetics core. So both players doing the pretty standard stuff so far. We should look at the production tab just in case something interesting happens. As we can see, Huk keeps scouting, and this probe has been able to fetch some highly interesting gold minerals. Will he be able to get that home to his base? It looks not. Maybe it is, but if he had walked up that ramp he would definitely not have been able to get those minerals back to his base. Watching the Terran player can be so lethal. But now he's taking a break, just resting behind this Glory of the Dominion statue, probably Mengsk with some sort of wolf. Not a werewolf. Okay, pushing inside the base, even carrying this gold minerals just to get a view of what's happening here. He can see this factory, he can see those SVs working, but still only one. And staying behind this steam, he's able to survive for quite some time before those 3 marines finally get him. As you can see, that steam can be used quite efficiently. Huk is getting his second Nexus in and is getting control of that Salaga tower with his stalker, able to see so much with that extra vision. You can also see that this Hellion is moving around. So far no reactor, no tech lab, no nothing on his production buildings, but it is a 1-1-1 build. Scan going down here at the ramp, probably to keep the Protoss player on his toes, keeping alert. And moving in with a medevac full of marines, taking out this pylon since he was spotted. Will he be able to? No, he's switching target, taking out one stalker while taking out that pylon. So okay, trying to supply block the Protoss player while harassing with these marines, and this medevac is doing a fine job keeping those marines alive. Moving out with 5 marines left and dropping them around this statue or gift of freedom as he is leaving the base. 2 Hellions here, was probably able to do some damage down here. How many kills do they have? 1 kills on the one that's damaged and 0 kills on the others, so not that much damage. So Fury is pushing Huk to his limits by attacking in 2 places at once. Okay, now these Hellions are drawing fire, even though they didn't have any targets to shoot at, I think. Okay, they had. They were not able to get to them. Another drop group might be forming here. No, he's just moving out. Salvaging that bunker, building a new one down here. 2 new bunkers here to be able to transfer this command center down here, possibly as orbital command. Or maybe a planetary fortress. We have a tech lab on the barracks and 1 tech lab on the factory, which allows the Terran to produce siege tanks and marauders. Meanwhile, a lot of stalkers moving out. This mass stalker routine is really good, especially with Blink, which is not even being researched because he needs the Twilight Council for that, and that's being warped in as we speak. Attacking with those stalkers, trying to damage that bunker as much as possible. And now moving back with his stalkers and starting to research Blink, just like I said. Stalkers are good, especially mass stalkers, and especially good with Blink. But will they be able to stop the marauders with the devastating concussive shells? I'm not sure. Concussive shells are really good. And if you heard in the background a noise that was made, I can tell you that one of my hard drives did not survive this night. It fell down to the ground, and I guess it will not be readable after that fall. Sorry for that disruption of the commentary. We can see that Huk has satisfied his needs for minerals quite well. He is up at 300 minerals right now, so he should be planning for an expansion, maybe here. Saturating both his natural and his main. We can say that Fury is likewise saturated with on both his main and his natural expansion, but he pulls off some SCVs to chase these stalkers that was able to move into his main base. As you can see, this fight is keeping both players on their toes. Will Huk blink out of this, or will he let them die? No, he blinks out, leaving the one that gets concussive shells on it to die and runs with the others. More stalkers moving in. Oh, there was an immortal as well. That can take a lot of damage. With all the way out concussive shells, it can take a lot of hits before getting destroyed, and that one got destroyed. As you can see, Fury says GG and leaves the game. Huk was able to defend against that last offense, last aggressive push, and what's left of Fury's army is a very few probably confused units that will not get that defense that's needed to get his bases secured in time. We can see this observer checking out the main base of Fury, so Huk is in control with his stalkers and his 3 bases. That was game 1. Huk is in the lead. Let's move on to game 2. Thanks for watching. Bye.